The Golden Globes are going to return in January with some major star appeal thanks to a slew of big-name nominees. Are you ready to hear
Let's do it.
All right, this kicks off our Hot Topics brought to you by Shucked at Walton Art Center. So nominations for the 82nd awards ceremony were announced yesterday, and you're definitely not going to be surprised by who's nominated. They include Zendaya, Timothée Chalamet, Angelina Jolie, Daniel Craig, Denzel, of course,
yeah.
Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, which, of course, Steve Martin and Selena Gomez, just to name a few. Now, one that I am really excited about is Kristen Milioti. She was nominated for her role in The Penguin, and it's her first nomination.
She's fantastic,
She's
man.
so great.
Yeah.
And she's nominated alongside Jodie Foster and Cate Blanchett. And so this is what she had to say. She said, quote, "I feel so grateful and joyful and excited, honestly." Now, the Golden Globes are taking place January 5th, 2025, and I'm really excited. There's just so many goodies out there.
So many good nominees in terms of performers, but also in terms of shows and films that were nominated as well. So tons of excitement. And, you know, awards season will be here before we know it, and it's one of our favorite times. We look forward to that every year.
For sure. I'm really excited. These were great nominees this year.
Well, Taylor Swift wrapped up her record-breaking Eras tour on December the 8th in Vancouver, British Columbia, after a 21-month journey grossing over, get this, $2 billion.
Pocket
With
change.
152 shows across 5 continents and more than 10 million fans, it became the highest-grossing concert tour in history. And during her final performance, Swift called the tour, quote, "the most thrilling chapter of my entire life to date," and even gave a nod to boyfriend Travis Kelce with a lyric change. The Eras Tour wasn't just a financial success, it became a cultural phenomenon worldwide. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I wish I would. I mean, we tried to go see it. You know, we were kind of locked out of, you know, if you didn't get in and get those tickets early, pardon me, or know somebody who knew somebody,
right?
Then you were kind of left out. And then I see, like on my timeline, on my feed, people who went to see the tour like 5 times. And I'm like, how
and you're
did
like,
you get tickets?
and also like, how'd you afford that?
How did you afford that?
That's insane.
And can we be friends?
Can we be besties?
Yes.
Oh, well, okay. So this is off topic a little bit, but it's on the Kelsey train.
Adjacent to it, yeah.
So Kylie Kelsey's new podcast, Not Gonna Lie, is already taking the top spot.
Wow.
So following the release of the first episode on December 5th, the field hockey coach has officially dethroned Joe Rogan for the #1 spot, bumping the Joe Rogan Experience down to #2. Now, in the first episode, she opened up about her family with her husband, Jason Kelsey, and how she's embraced newfound attention in her life, despite preferring to live out of the spotlight. Now, the mom of 3 has found a way to turn the attention into a positive and use the opportunity to control the narrative about herself. And new episodes of Not Gonna Lie are going to drop weekly every Thursday. I really want to give this a listen because I think she's just cool.
Yeah. Totally, and I love, you know, we were talking about her recently because didn't she try to entice Jason Kelsey to watch Love Actually? And he was like, I'm not going to do it, and then he put it to a vote. So we got to find out whatever happened with that.
I need to follow up. I need answers.
Absolutely, we need the answers. You need to see that movie, Kelsey.
Yes.
Well, let's talk holidays at the Vatican because under the iconic Bernini colonnade in St. Peter's Square, a stunning global celebration of Christmas is on display. More than 130 nativity scenes from 21 countries bring the humble birthplace of Jesus to life, showcasing diverse materials like Japanese paper, coconut fibers, and even a boat-shaped crib from Italy symbolizing peace and tradition. This year's exhibit is part of the lead-up to the 2025 Jubilee. Organizers say the display highlights the universal message of peace and joy, making it a must-see for locals and visitors alike. I was just stunned at not only the art displayed, as you can see right there, but the number of countries and exhibits that are part of this exhibition. Really cool.
What a cool idea, too.
Absolutely.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about 2 of my favorites today.
The Vatican and
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg wants to be on MasterChef, and after presenter Greg Wallace's departure from the UK's version of the popular cooking show, Snoop suggested that he could be the next host and that his friend, another one of my faves, Gordon Ramsay, would support the move. An avid culinary expert himself, Snoop Dogg said hosting MasterChef could be the perfect opportunity. And he said, quote, "You better believe Snoop could be the new MasterChef judge. My boy Gordon Ramsay judges on the U.S. version of the show, and I know he would back me to be able to judge the UK version. He knows I'm not playing when it comes to food." Okay,
You
A
didn't play when
show,
it
I'm
comes
just
to-
imagining a show with Snoop Dogg and Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
What more? You would never
Dynamic
see me. I
duo.
would never leave the house.
Dream team.
Yes.
I know, and I feel like Snoop Dogg has become everyone the spokesperson for everything. We just want him involved in everything. Because
Please.
why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I trust him.
So fingers crossed for you, Snoop. I'm sure you're going to get that.
I
gig.
just love it.
Yeah. Well, Marvel fans, get ready because the Cap is back. Well, sort of. Chris Evans, I know I teased too much there. Chris Evans is returning to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as part of the cast for Avengers Doomsday, the highly anticipated sequel that will also star RDJ, Robert Downey Jr., as Dr. Doom. Evans will be involved in some capacity, but the extent and exact nature of his role is unknown. After sunsetting his Steve Rogers character in Avengers Endgame, Evans recently made a brief MCU return in Deadpool and Wolverine. Saw that, hilarious. But that was as his character Johnny Storm from Fox's Fantastic Four movies, not as Captain America. So you got to stay tuned to this one. Avengers Doomsday slated to be released on May the 1st, 2026. So we have a little bit of time.
Yeah.
I'm sure the anticipation will build and more details will be forthcoming about his role in this one.
Yeah, very exciting.
But the Cap could be back. Maybe. Sort of, as they
Fingers
say.
crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Got him crossed.